Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over the Season 7 big reveals. So we're going to go over the trailer, everything inside of it, and some not so exciting things regarding Season 7. So without further ado, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys to every single person that does that, and follow the Twitch stream, first link in the description. I stream every single day. Before I get into the Season 7 stuff, I do want to mention there is a Battlefield 2042 free-to-play period between March 21st and the 24th, and this is for all platforms, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Now, Battlefield 2042 Season 7 is coming out on March 19th, which is of course a week after today. Season 7 includes 2 maps, 3 weapons, 1 new gadget, 1 new vehicle, and a battle pass. So all in all, basically the exact same thing we have received throughout the entire life cycle of Battlefield 2042, except there are many asterisks here that I will now cover. And this is why I titled the video, Battlefield 2042 Season 7 is pathetic, because the things I'm about to go over here are truly pathetic. Number 1. I said there's 2 maps in Season 7, but there's actually only 1 new map, and DICE have decided to mislead us by telling us that there are going to be 2 new maps, and the second map, which they claim is new, is actually just a rework of an existing portion of Hourglass. If you guys remember, the stadium portion of Hourglass, they've reworked that area and have repurposed it for the second map of Season 7. Technically speaking, I suppose that it will be a new standalone map. But is it a truly new map if it is an existing portion of a map that already existed from the base game? I don't really think so. And it just gets worse from there because we're not getting the stadium as soon as Season 7 releases. No. My prediction was correct yet again. I stated in previous videos that I predicted they will drip feed us this content, because if you noticed, they were only showing us screenshots of the new map in Chile, which is Haven. They did not show us the stadium map, probably because they knew that they were going to get massive backlash if they revealed they were reworking an existing portion of a previous map before Season 7 launched. So what did DICE decide to do with the first season that has given us more than 1 map in a content drop? They decided, we're going to drip feed you this content. You will not be able to play the second quote-unquote new map at the launch of Season 7. You will only have access to Haven, and then the stadium map is coming quote-unquote later. And unfortunately, the exact same goes for one of the new weapons and even the new vehicle. The weapon that is being withheld from us is the DFR Strife light machine gun, and the vehicle that is being withheld from us is the new stealth bomber. So let's take all of this into account. Technically speaking, when Season 7 releases, it will be the season with the least amount of content available immediately since launch. We will only receive the Battle Pass, Haven, and 2 new weapons and 1 gadget. That is literally 1 less weapon than average on release of a season, because typically we would receive 1 new map, 3 new weapons, maybe even some vault weapons, 1 gadget, and 1 vehicle alongside the battle pass. So we are actually receiving less content than what we are used to, even though we have waited damn near 6 months for this season to release. And I know what people are going to say in the comment section. Well, Enders, technically, this season still has the most content. No, because previous seasons had 1 map rework, 1 new map, new weapons, and vault weapons. So technically, some of the previous seasons have more content, in my opinion, than Season 7 will have, even though Season 7 is being treated as this massive content season with so much to it. And I just have to say, it is truly pathetic that DICE is choosing to drip feed us this content when we have waited this long for it. As it is especially pathetic to see them drip feed us weapons. That is beyond lazy. Designing and making a weapon from the ground up cannot take more than 2 weeks if you dedicate actual employees to it. It just can't. So what is the excuse for this season not having more weapons than previous seasons, even though we have waited an abnormally long amount of time for this season to release? And it gets even worse when you take a look at the Season 7 Battle Pass graphic, because take a look at this before I edit it, right? Take a good look at it, look at all the little weapons and all the things. Oh, you go, oh, this looks like a lot of content. Now take a look at it when I black out everything that is a skin and or delayed. Look, everything disappears. This is what we have waited so long for, okay? It is truly pathetic. And now I suppose we'll go into further detail about some of the things within the season and some of my opinions regarding what is being added. So, in general, I think Haven is actually not going to play that well. If you've ever played Erica Harbor in Portal, it is really camp heavy. Whenever they add maps that have a ton of buildings, people typically don't actually move around the map because they're too busy camping and building. So Haven is most likely going to be one of those maps where you die from about 15,000 separate angles to some dude that is sitting on a rooftop. Now, obviously I haven't played Haven. Maybe it'll play better than what I predict, but from my experience in Battlefield 2042, playing Erica Harbor, which the buildings from Haven are actually reused assets from Erica Harbor, I don't think Haven is going to play as well as people would hope. In terms of the stadium map, I believe the stadium map is going to be infantry only, and it's probably just going to be sort of a vertical redacted. Unless you can run around the entire circumference of the stadium, I don't actually know how this map is going to play. It's going to be a lot of running around on stairs. It's going to be a lot of zipline fights, vertical zipline fights, and it's going to be a lot of dying from angles above you or below you. So, yeah, I don't really know what to think about these two maps until I play them. My early predictions are that these might play pretty poorly. In terms of the weapons they're adding, I think the weapons they're adding are, pretty standard. I think the AK-5C is not going to be anything spectacular unless the damage model is amazing. I think the SMG is probably going to be your typical overpowered Battle Pass SMG, and maybe the LMG has a new damage model that makes it interesting. Otherwise, I'm not that interested in the LMGs. I think them adding a SRAW to the game is, once again, just poor decision-making from DICE. There are already a slew of things you can use to destroy vehicles. Now, you're going to have to dodge SRAWs, RPGs, recoilless rifles, other vehicles, lists, and God knows what else in vehicles. So, hey, guys that play vehicles, you vehicle mains out there, good luck. I think adding a SRAW to the game only compounds the issues the game already has, much like when DICE added the SPH launcher to the game. There was already enough explosive spam. You didn't really need to add the SPH launcher to the game. Same goes for the SRAW. There's already a ton of AT and AA. And the last thing I'll mention in this video is the new vehicle, which is the Stealth Bomber, otherwise known as the XFAD-4 Draugr. In the gameplay trailer itself, it suggests that this vehicle has the ability to go partially invisible. So that's interesting. I am very interested to see if DICE actually went ahead and did that. And according to Battlefield Bulletin, this will have EMP bombs and no radar missiles. I'm sure it will have other weapon options other than that, but I really don't know what to think about this. It sort of remains to be seen how effective this vehicle is, but if I had to guess, it's going to be one of those vehicles that can destroy a tank in one pass with accurate bombs. So it might be similar to the attack jet JDAMs, but again, that remains to be seen. So that's about it for Season 7. In terms of my overall thoughts so far, I'm kind of confused where I stand with Season 7. The content could be good, the content could be bad. I think they definitely misled us by stating that there are going to be 2 new maps in Season 7. There clearly aren't. One is completely reworked and part of a previous map that was already in the game. They're drip feeding us weapons now, and they're also drip feeding us the vehicle that we were supposed to get on launch of Season 7. Like we got, like the Cav Brawler. What did that come in? Season 5 or Season 6 at the start of the season? Like, it's just sad to see this sort of behavior from DICE, especially considering we waited so long for Season 7 to come out. And then, of course, we have to wait to see what sort of patch notes are attached to the first Season 7 update. We already know we're getting visual recoil, which I am not happy about. But on top of visual recoil, I'm sure there will be a ton of other changes that we have yet to actually hear about. So if you enjoy the content, find it informative, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. Join the Discord, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later.